There's a next question from Rajalakshmi Raju. Very interesting and a controversial question Madam has asked. Can we consume non-vegetarian food? Is the question asked to us. Rajalakshmi Raju Madam, for the past 102 years, we have done adequate research. When I say research, we have done research in various ancient books. Wherever there's a speech about Rudraksha, we have gone through it thoroughly. Okay? In the Vedas, primarily in the Vedas or in the ancient Puranas, especially with the Puranas which are from Tamil Nadu. It may be Thirumandiram, Tiruvasakam, or many ancient books which are in Tamil language, which are ancient than Sanskrit. We have observed that there's no clear mention about dietary practices. Nowhere it is mentioned that you should eat this, you should not eat that. There's no mention at all. Okay. Sometimes we feel human beings created this rule in between to keep the power of Rudraksha to within their particular communities, particular caste system. The Rudraksha gets stuck. They told that you have to wear Rudraksha, you have to follow certain dietary practices. Nowhere it is mentioned like that. So please understand, one thing is very clear. Once a person wears Rudraksha, the dietary habits changes a lot. They will start eating for the necessity, not for the want. That means I'll go home, I will eat 2 idlis. I used to have 4 idlis, now I will feel 2 idlis or 1 dosha is sufficient for me. Earlier the same person would have been consuming more quantity of food and more varieties of food. Those food habits changes a lot with a person wearing Rudrakshas. And also, even a non-vegetarian, what we observe is that, sir, they tell me, Guruji, I lost interest in eating non-vegetarian diet. I used to have all the 7 days. Now I not stopped it, but I eat 1 or 2 days, and that is to a limited quantity, which is for my survival, I eat. Which is for my health, I eat. I don't eat non-vegetarian food for fun, is what the feedback we get from the customers. And this is not one feedback, thousands of feedback we get. So to answer your question, there are no specific prescription about dietary habits when wearing a Rudraksha, or even for gemstones, there are no specific dietary habits recommended anywhere. However, at RudraTree, we also recently last year we changed our website content. We also are advising you should be vegetarian, you should consume only certain food, sattvic diet, not we mentioned. Since we couldn't get a primary literature, primary source for this from any Vedas, forget about Upanishads, because most of the books are written by human beings. Even it may be 1000 years old, some human being felt and wrote. We will not go by that. So any Vedas or any Itihasas which are written 5000 years before, 12,000 years before, there is no mention at all. So we advise to have a healthy dietary pattern and healthy food habits. See, you are asking about vegetarianism, non-vegetarianism. I am telling you alcoholism, non-alcoholism, which is more harmful to human body. A person says, I am a vegetarian, I consume alcohol, then we will say that that is the effect of Rahu Bhagavan. He consumes more. He is making you to consume more and become an addict. Then I will say strongly that if you are alcoholic, if you wear Rudraksha, the alcohol content intake should reduce. You should consciously reduce it. That is the purpose of wearing Rudraksha and choosing a life of Shiva, isn't it? So rest assured, there's no literature, nothing wrong will happen if a person's dietary habits are different.